Hey y'all, good morning. Tell me why I woke up to this.
Amina.
Child.
No,
Anyway,
no, no.
today we putting up wallpaper and doing a little
This is
nesting.
the space we're working with. I took the frames down. Gotta take these hats down. So I'm piling up all the baby stuff I've been getting here and inside the bathroom. But this is all the space I have between my bed and the bathroom doors. So I'm not gonna go the roller cart route. I'm gonna get a caddy, clear my nightstand off, get a caddy and put my postpartum and baby needs in there, have that on my nightstand. Yeah, don't mind a mess, we're cleaning it up.
And here's a little bit of inspo for what I'm going for baby boy's side of the
So yeah, I'm
room.
gonna move these hats. Don't know where I'm gonna move them to just yet. Okay, so there's good news and there's bad news. Good news is the wallpaper came. Yay! The bad news is my whole order didn't come. They only sent 1 out of 2 rolls, which is only 4 out of 9 panels. And they're coming from Sweden, so I have to wait about another 2 weeks for a replacement order to be shipped out. However, I don't have time to waste. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put up the initial first 4 panels, hoping it's the same print and there aren't any like lapse in the prints from 4 to 9 panels, because I'm going to use the first 4 panels up so I can go ahead and put the wardrobe up, because I have drilled holes for that. And apparently the IKEA wardrobe I got, you need to have it built on the wall instead of building it and attaching it to the wall. So I'm tired of it laying out on my floor. It's just been laying out in the living room. Let me show you. Yeah, it's just been laying out in the living room. Big as hell, huge, and it got to go. So I'm ready to put this up. I can't have this sitting here for another 2 weeks. Absolutely not. So yes, it's imperative that I go ahead and put that wallpaper up and get that out of my living room, and we'll go from there. Wish me luck. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start pasting the bottom of the wall and work my way up as I climb, because this ladder doesn't really have anywhere to sit the paste on, so I can keep working. So I'm gonna work from the bottom up and go from there. And because I'm not using peel and stick wallpaper, honestly, I worked with traditional wallpaper in the past in like the girls' room and such, but with traditional wallpaper, it's easier to like line up the wallpapers because you can just slide it around, versus peel and stick where you have to remove it and reattach it, remove it, reattach it, then it bunches up at the bottom. However, I am not experienced with taking the traditional wallpaper down just yet. So I don't know if it's like back in the day where it's real hard to take it off and it was ripping in places, because the wallpaper has gotten so high in quality over the years. I haven't done that just yet, so I'll keep you posted when I do.
Listen, y'all, I know what y'all gonna say. Why the hell is she up there climbing that ladder on them high ass ceilings? She said it was 12 feet. Oh, hell no. Listen. If I don't do it, who the hell is? Exactly that, exactly that. Yeah, it had to be done. And who else to do it than me? Hubby handles a lot of things, but decorating is not one of them. That's all me.
Okay, so they always say the first panel is the hardest, right? Yes, absolutely. Few things to notice. Okay, let me step back a little bit. So let's talk about it. So my room is on the bottom level of the house, and the bottom level floors are all 12 feet. We have high ceilings. So with wallpaper being so expensive, I decided to leave about 2 inches. I say no, it's more than two. About, I would say, 6 inches off of the wallpaper order to save me a few bucks, because this wallpaper, it gets really dark at the bottom. So I figure I could just blend that in with some black paint and a few hand-drawn trees or black paint periods, cut it off somehow, because nobody's really going to see the bottom too much. The upper part is the main focus. So yeah, I did that for this wallpaper. Also, it goes at a slope, so I didn't want to purchase too much and I'll be wasting the wallpaper. So another option aside from paint would be to use the leftover that may or may not go over the door. Haven't decided yet. To put at the bottom here. So those are two options. Whew, I am out of breath, y'all. Okay. Also, the first panel is indeed the hardest. A few things I forgot myself, not wallpapering in about a few months since last, I would say, what, November. I made some boo-boos. This big, I scratched the paint off the wallpaper. This being one of them, and a few nicks here. I'm so upset with myself. But thank goodness this is the first panel, and baby's wardrobe is going here, so you won't even see this panel up until about here, I would say, because that wardrobe is pretty wide and pretty tall, so you won't even see it, but I know it's there, and it makes me upset a little bit. So also, I forgot to put paste on both the wall and the wallpaper panel, because I am dealing with texture walls. And this wallpaper is pretty thick. You should put it on the wall and the wallpaper itself. So I forgot to do that, and when let me catch my breath, child. So I forgot to do that. Also, when you're putting the wallpaper up, it's best to smooth with your hand first and then use the wallpaper scraper to finish, more pressure against the wall. So I didn't smooth with my hand first, and I was trying to use the wallpaper scraper or smoother, and it forced the paper to try to smoothen itself, and that's where it was a fold here. That's where it got ripped off. But like I said, you won't see that. I learned my lesson with this first panel, and I'll do better continuing.
Y'all, please give me grace. These ceilings are high AF, and look how I'm carrying these wallpapers up this ladder. It has nowhere to sit anything on the top of this ladder, so I had to make it do what it do. And these panels are larger than they look. Trust me, this was a task and it was tedious. I didn't film it, but this is how the wall look with all panels, and I did cover the door. As you can see, I love it. I'm so obsessed. And I did add a moon as well for the moonlight over the forest. I love it.
Good morning, guys. Well, I really be wanting to come on here and be all presentable, makeup done, look put together, and everything. Life just be life, and I realize you gotta get what you can get and do what you can do while you can do it. So, I'm in my pajamas, and I'm not expecting nobody today. So, I'm not about to put makeup on for nothing. It's just too much. I can't get with it. But the wall is complete, and I need to go to Home Depot today and get some paint for the bottom here. Um, so I can blend it into that wallpaper. And then I did get drawers for the wardrobe from IKEA. So we're gonna put these together, and later in the week when shelves come, because they didn't have them for pickup at IKEA, my local IKEA, I had to order them. So when they come, I'm gonna put like the extra storage for the baby in the wardrobe.
Now, who said my hubby don't help me? Listen, he helped when I want him help. Okay? Anything else? I have a precise eye and I want it done to my liking. But he can help the crib and he's doing a mighty fine job, if I might say. hmm As soon as we saw this crib, we fell in love with it. The antique gold is just chef's kiss. It's so exactly what it says, antique. And we went with the mini namesake Winston crib because it converts. Oh my gosh, like I just love my room. I love it. I never decorated my adult room before into this house, and I just Yes, I
love
love,
it.
love, love. Love is an understatement. I can't express how much. Anywho, the letters did come in. I've hung them up, and I just love when my vision comes to life. It's everything I imagine it to be. Just watch.